Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. And it is Champions League final time this weekend as Chelsea play Barcelona to be the chance of being crowned European champions. And what a game it is going to be between the two sides. Obviously, Chelsea have gone into this on the back of winning the WSL this past weekend. And obviously Barcelona were crowned champions of the Primera Iberdrola after going the whole season unbeaten, and it is going to be an absolutely cracking game. It's the first time that Chelsea are in the final, whilst Barcelona lost the 2019 final to Lyon. It's going to be an absolute cracking game from Gothenburg in Sweden. Kickoff is 8 o'clock UK time and 9 o'clock Central European time. I don't know who to say is going to win this game. It's too close for me to call, and yeah, it's going to be an absolutely great game to watch for both sides. I think both teams are very tactically well set up between Emma Hayes and Luis Cortez, and yeah, it's going to be an absolute cracker. Be sure not to miss it out. 8 o'clock again, 8 o'clock UK time, and 9 o'clock European time. Wow. Who thought it'd be a quiet week in the world of women's football? So obviously, if you haven't seen my videos elsewhere this past week, there's obviously been the news that Jill Roord has left Arsenal to join Wolfsburg. Aston Villa have got rid of Marcus Bigno, who was their interim manager at the time, and as well as Gemma Davies and her assistant as well this week. Today, on Thursday, there's been news that technical director Enia Luco is set to leave later on this month, and he's set to take a job at one of the bigger clubs across Europe. Casey Stoney has announced that she's leaving Manchester United, all of which I've done videos on over these past few days, so go check them out 100% so you can keep up to date with all the news. Elsewhere today, Ebony Salmon's contract at Bristol City was announced that she wasn't going to sign an extension, and she has since signed for NWSL side Racing Louisville on a 2-year contract. So good luck to Ebony Salmon over in the States, and obviously she becomes the second English player to head stateside and join Racing Louisville after Gemma Bonner joined there from Manchester City earlier on this year. Wow, where else am I even losing track of news elsewhere that we've had? Matt Beard has been announced as new Liverpool manager after his stint at Bristol City came to an end, after he was put in temporary charge after Tanya Oxby went on maternity leave. So that will be interesting to see how he gets on back over at Liverpool. So they're all the big talking points, unless I've missed anything. I don't think I have. And time to look forward to the games this weekend. So there's no games in Ligue 1 Femini this weekend, so nothing to miss out in France, and it is FA Cup Round 5 action here in England. The last set of English fixtures this season set to take place. So on Sunday, most of the games are at 12 o'clock unless stated otherwise. We have Brighton taking on Huddersfield, Blackburn Charlton, Manchester United versus Leicester, in which will be Casey Stoney's final game in charge. Then at 12:30, it's Birmingham City versus Southampton. At 2 o'clock, we have Manchester City versus West Ham, Tottenham versus Sheffield United, and then at 3 o'clock, it's Arsenal versus Crystal Palace in what will be Joe Montemuro's final game in charge. And there's been no news whether Jill Roord will start that game in what is a final game in Arsenal colours potentially. And then the final game, which will take place next Thursday, will see Chelsea take on Everton, as them Chelsea obviously playing in the Champions League this week. And they announced earlier on this week as well when the latter stages of the tournament will be taking place. So that's the quarter-final, semi-final and final, and the quarters will take place on the 29th of September, the semi-final on the 31st of October, and the final the 5th of December 2021 at Wembley Stadium. Elsewhere in the world of women's football, according to RTV Utrecht, that is the Dutch TV company, they are saying Mark Parsons, who is currently in charge of the Portland Thorns, is set to become the new Netherlands manager, replacing outgoing manager Serena Wiegman, who is to take over from the England job in the summer. Wolfsburg have announced that Alexandra Popp will be missed a period of time after going under an operation on her right knee. So we wish Alexandra Popp the best and quickest of recoveries. Bayern Munich have announced that they have signed Japanese midfielder Saki Kumagagi from Lyon, who joins on a 2-year deal. Right, so that is all the transfer news and stories from around the world of women's football, that in case you've missed. We have games to look forward to elsewhere in Europe. So over in Spain this weekend, we have on Saturday, Valencia play Real Betis, Sevilla play Madrid CFF, Atletico Madrid play Athletic Club, Deportivo play Espanyol, and Rayo Vallecano play Sociedad. And then 3 games on Sunday, Logroño play Granadilla Tenerife, Levante play Santa Teresa, and Real Madrid play Eibar. And then on Wednesday, Atletico Madrid play Deportivo and Barcelona play Athletic Club, due to our Barcelona obviously playing in the Champions League on Sunday. Over in Italy this weekend, again, we have another set of scheduled games. On Saturday, Sassuolo play AC Milan, Inter Milan play Fiorentina play Empoli Ladies, Roma play Juventus on Sunday, Bari plays San Marino on the same day, and Hellas Verona play Napoli. And obviously, we all know Juventus won the title last weekend after going the whole season undefeated, winning all 20 games with only 2 more to go. Over in Germany this weekend, again, full set of fixtures are scheduled. Only 1 game is scheduled this weekend. My bad, because it's catch up from the game that was meant to be played last week, and that is Turbine Potsdam play Eintracht Frankfurt, and it's another week until the penultimate set of games in the German Bundesliga. Again, a reminder that Bayern Munich have a 2-point lead over Wolfsburg, and Turbine Potsdam versus Eintracht Frankfurt, there's 2 points between them, and as they both sit in 5th and 6th place. And finally, over in the Netherlands, we have more games in their playoffs. We have VV Alkmaar versus Heerenveen tonight, Zwolle versus Excelsior Barendrecht, and PSV versus Den Haag, and FC Twente versus Ajax. And then next Tuesday, Heerenveen play Excelsior Barendrecht in these next set of fixtures over in the Netherlands. Right, that is all the time we have for this week. We'll be back a little bit later next week than our usual Monday show, as we will be watching the whole of the Champions League final. So we usually record these after the games are finished, but obviously that'll be a bit late. So we'll get next week's video out on Tuesday. And obviously, if there's any more big breaking news stories, we'll try and get a video up as quickly as possible. So make sure you turn on post notifications and you are subscribed to the channel so you never miss a video of ours that we put out. In the meantime, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter so you never miss a post of any big news stories and updates from the games, including the Champions League final this weekend. And until then, we'll see you soon.